Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome from my side to all of you. And before I talk about our success story of Lamborghini in India, I thank Team PRC for inviting me here to share this exciting journey of Lamborghini in the country. Little challenging time, the slot got delayed. I think we are eating into your lunch time. But I'll try to keep next 15 minutes interesting for you so that the guys who are present here at least will enjoy this journey, what we are able to achieve with Lamborghini and our team here in India. Okay, so before I talk about what Lamborghini has been able to do, let's quickly look at who is our consumer base and what it is being talked about around the globe when any luxury brand is looking at India as a market. So we are the third highest population of billionaires in the world, second fastest growing billionaire population in the world. The Ultra HNI base is the fastest growing base in the Asia Pacific region. So any luxury marketer who's looking at these exciting statistics always sees that India has a huge potential and we have a huge young population with aspirations. So it is a market where I need to go. I need to have my presence and I need to operate. Another exciting thing, which is always you will see in media, in publications, things about luxury cars or the super luxury cars, is that this segment is buoyant. This segment is not impacted with any kind of a slowdown, any kind of a recession, or any kind of a challenges. Okay, so this is the perception around that we have about these luxury or the super luxury segment in the market. But what's the reality? Okay, so if you look at this graph, you look at the last decade, okay, you see that the segment has not grown. This is the super luxury segment where we count the cars which are priced at more than 20 million INR in India. The segment has not grown. We have seen some spike in this segment last year, but we have to see how long that lasts. So that's the reality on ground, because these are the numbers which are getting sold in the market. So what are the reasons? What are the challenges that this segment is not growing? One of the reasons which you all might hear that, India has one of the highest taxes in the market, okay? So that is why it is limiting the growth of the super luxury segment. That's one challenge which is being talked about in the market. The next challenge which people are talking about is the infrastructure, the road conditions in the market. So you don't have good highways, you have congestions in the cities. So people say that while I have a dream and aspiration to own a luxury car, but where do I drive and enjoy these cars? And the third challenge which we are facing is the devaluation of the currency. All these super luxury brands, they have normally one or two manufacturing facilities in the world, and they are imported into the country. They will never be made in India, okay? So they will always be imported. So if your currency is devaluing against euro or dollar, your price to the customer is naturally going up. And you can see here in the last decade, 47% of the price has gone up just because of the currency devaluation. And the fourth challenge, and I think it is one of the most important challenge, is the stigma in India which is around luxury. Okay? And this is very important. I'll give you one perspective. When you look at the super luxury market for automotive, it is smaller in India than even a country like Thailand. The taxes are higher in Thailand. Okay? The infrastructure is almost similar. There, you've been, some of you must have been to that city. Bangkok, it's very congested. That's a capital city, okay? And other cities are also pretty congested. So it doesn't make a difference, but then it is a different way people perceive luxury in that market, which allows it to go bigger than a market like India, okay? So let's see that what was the challenge in front of a brand like luxury, like us, that when you are operating that, how do you bring a business model which can be sustainable, which can be successful, and where you can grow with these kind of challenges and with these kind of scenarios. So the solution, what Lamborghini adopted is that we looked at the variables which are in our control. And we said, let us drive our business and our growth based on the variables which we can control and which we can drive in the market. So the first variable on which we looked at is that how do we expand our reach both geographically and demographic. Most of the super luxury brands, they come to metros, but they also need to appreciate that India is not just about metro. The wealth in this country is spread across the length and breadth of this country. So we built up a program called Lamborghini in Your City, and with this program, we reached out to more than 110 cities around the country. So with the presence of Lamborghini owners in just 16 cities in 2016, we could grow with this program, reaching out to these cities, identifying people who have dreams, passion, and aspiration to own a Lamborghini. Today, you can see a Lamborghini owner in more than 50 cities in this country. You can see a Lamborghini owner in a city of Ajmer, in a city of Udupi, in a city of Salem, to Siliguri, to Guwahati. So it is clearly demonstrating that you can have Lamborghinis in every city because dreams and aspirations are not limited to metros. Wealth is not contained only in metros. The another important aspect is that we were selling primarily to the traditional rich, the third and fourth generation. But if you look at the last decade, there is a lot of change which is happening in India. There are a lot of millennials who are starting on their own, setting up their own organizations, and then they have their dreams to own a Lamborghini someday. So we started curating programs where we reach out with first generation entrepreneurs, with youngsters, startup ecosystem, women buyers. So we also did the first women's drive in this country, first time bringing them to the Lamborghini world. And we are expanding our reach both geographically as well as demographic. And these buyers are now increasingly, growing in our portfolio when they are, looking at buying a Lamborghini. The second challenge, which we addressed is that typically you can not only see for us, but also in luxury, one challenge is that the latest is not available in India. People in India have to wait for 6 months, 9 months, sometimes 18 months to see what is the latest launch which has already happened globally. But somewhere we have to keep in mind that the buyer who is, among the top 1% of this country is a global citizen. He's mobile, he's moving across continents, countries, seeing the latest, and they want to see the latest. So if you don't bring them the latest in your country, they are not going to appreciate that part of your marketing. So another pillar on which we work, that how do we bring new models faster to the market? And in the last 5 years, when we launched Urus, India was among the top 5 markets in the world to launch this car. We actually made a statement to our customer saying that we treat India at par with the other global markets. Then we launched the new Huracan Evo, and India was the first market in the world to launch this car, and we didn't stop here. So every new model today in this country is launched between 3 to 4 months of its global launch. And that primarily is also aligned with the kind of logistics we have, because the cars have to come to India. The logistics takes about 60-65 days. So we are treating customers at par, and we start delivering the new models at the same time when we start delivering to our customers in the other parts of the world. And another important aspect when it comes to product is also exclusivity, because luxury is about exclusivity, especially when we are talking of a segment like us. So there are standard cars which we are making and bringing to the customers, and a lot of exclusive cars. Okay, we never got those cars access to our buyers in India, but we started bringing them to our customers, like the Aventador SVJ, one of the 900 car in the world. So we have 7 of them in India. We have the Huracan Aveo. These are 250 made in the world. 3 of them came to India. And also recently we got the SVJ 63. This is one of the 63 car in the world. India would have never got this opportunity, but we are treating India differently, trying to bring those cars, and similarly the Ultimate. So we are consistently bringing these limited editions which are super exclusive, which people want to own, have it in their garage, but they were not having access, and bringing them to the market. The third pillar on which we focused and we worked on, that how do we, curate experiences for our customers so that they can drive and enjoy their Lamborghini on Indian roads and Indian environment, because they are living in this country. Okay, so you need to create experience which are exclusive. And here we have multiple platforms which we curated. Like for example, we have a Lamborghini Day platform where we create high on style and experience where they can enjoy the car in a city driving conditions. We already did many chapters of this. Last one was in Jaipur, followed by in Goa, where the customers can come and enjoy the lifestyle, the luxury, the culture, the heritage of that city, and also drive within the city. So you can drive the Lamborghini in different cities. And then we have another unique platform where we make our customers to drive their cars some of the best roads in the country. Like the last one we did from Delhi to Chandigarh to Shimla with 50 Lamborghinis together, driven by Lamborghini owners, their own cars. And we made a huge statement that if you can drive from Delhi to Shimla, 50 owners can drive together, then any one of you can drive Lamborghini and own it and enjoy it in any part of the country. And then we are also having track programs where we show the design and the technological leadership of our cars to our customers and also to the new prospects. And then we are also curating something very unexpected, because this is what Lamborghini is all about. We want to make dream cars and we want to bring unexpected experience to our customers. So we recently did this experience in the month of March where we made a rally racetrack. This is one of its kind in the world. Nothing like this exists, and they could enjoy the performance of a Lamborghini on this kind of environment. Lamborghini is not about just sophisticated luxury. It is about performance. It's about sport. Okay? So we are bringing such kind of experiences to our customers, and this is what is making them enjoy the Lamborghini on the Indian roads and Indian environment. And then